Here's a question for you. What does success look like for the Philadelphia Flyers?
Yeah, it's a good question. I think, getting everybody, get the team to play better. Like like every individual has untapped talent, right? To whatever level it is, it's my job to untap it.
Rick Tocchet knows what winning hockey in Philly feels like. He lived it in the 80s and at the end of his career. Those were great times to be a Flyer. And now his job is to bring that feeling back and give the Flyers fans a reason to believe in this team.
I mean, how do you not love the Flyer fans? I remember, I think it was you guys held the draft here, I don't know, many years ago, and I was with Pittsburgh at the time. Let's hear it, boo. So anyways, I remember going up announcing the first pick, and I got booed, and I was like, man, I love these guys. So we know it's not going to be easy. It doesn't happen overnight, but it's my job to develop these players. We got some really good hockey players on this hockey team, and I take it very seriously to make sure that they maximize their talent.
The centerpiece to all of this, Matvei Michkov. 26 goals last season. He was electric his rookie year, and the guy's only 20.
I remember, I didn't see a ton of Flyer games, but I saw enough where there was a stretch where he scored on a bunch of overtime goals, and some of his plays he made, he's got a high level brain. So hopefully I can learn from him and help him. He wants to be the best. That's a good head start right there. That I get a guy like he wants to be the best. He's willing to do whatever, and that's what it's going to take. So, I'm very privileged to be able to coach a guy that high level guy.
But Michkov is going to see a lot more defensive attention this year, so finding him the right center is going to be pretty important. I mean, it could be Sean Couturier or maybe even Trevor Zegras, who they brought in from Anaheim. He wants to play center, but Tocchet knows, and he let him know, that he has to be a lot more responsible with his game if he wants to play there.
You know what? I told him, I want to see you smile. He's got a swagger to him.
Yeah.
He reminds me like a little J.R. Ronick, like the swag. I like that.
Yeah.
I want that.
Yeah.
But I also need him to do some stuff for winning hockey. And we've talked about that. And, this summer's a big summer for him preparation-wise. He wants to play center. So, we'll work on that and give him that opportunity. But, center, there's a lot of responsibility. But the one thing that you can't overlook is when he has the puck in the middle of the ice, he can pass forehand, backhand. When you look at a guy like Leon Draisaitl, probably the best of the league at passing both ways. Zegras has that talent where he can make a back pass.
Then there's Cam York on the back end. He's locked up long term, and he's saying he can give more offensively. The power play last year for the Flyers, horrible. 30th in the league. And Cam York, if he's able to up his game, can really boost that. And that changes a lot for this Philadelphia Flyers team.
Cam York, I think he's a guy that wants to come and prove a lot of people wrong. I love that. Like another guy, there's big summers for these guys, right? There's things that he's got to develop. Walking the blue line. Can he make the second play? Being a good defender, use his brain. Smart guy. He was a captain, for the World Junior team, his team. So there's leadership qualities there. He's got a fresh start with us.
I'm excited to watch the Flyers this year for the first time in a long time, specifically because of Tocchet. It feels like the perfect match. But I still go back to the question, what counts as success? Is it making the playoffs? Can't be. They were 15 points shy of a second wildcard spot last year. And even if they were to make up those 15 points, you got to leapfrog a lot of teams and a lot of teams that are improving in the Eastern Conference. And plus, they don't have the goaltending for that, and they don't have the depth, really, to make a playoff run. Not make a playoff run, but to even make the playoffs. Let's be completely honest here. They're going to get a boost from Rick Tocchet. So maybe success is just progress and using this year to adapt to the identity of their new coach. For me, I think that would be a win. It is a step in the right direction of what seems to be a long-term partnership in the making between Rick Tocchet and the Philadelphia Flyers. But you let me know in the comments below. Is this the right move for the Flyers? Is Tocchet the right guy? And what do you define as success for their season coming up in 25-26? Let me know in the comments below.